We are now recording. Welcome to the webinar tonight. My name is Eric Johnson, creator and CEO of Teamzy. I'm excited to be with you tonight. Tonight's presentation is getting started right with Teamzy and becoming a PowerHour boss. I'm going to take you through the process of how to set Teamzy up properly, how to absolutely crush a PowerHour in 15 or 20 minutes a day. Call it a PowerHour, but it won't even take you an hour in Teamzy. And we'll take you through the whole process. I'll show you the best, most efficient workflows on how to do this with relationship marketing as kind of the backdrop. And then we'll do a question and answer at the end. If you have questions, there's a little Q&A button right there. You can go ahead and put questions in there, and I'll answer them all at the end. Okay, let's get started without further ado. So first off, I want you all to know that if you haven't already done so, you can go to teamzy.com and start a free trial. It's completely 100% free for 30 days. Okay, so you get the full experience. We don't ask for your credit card information or anything weird. We just want you to really use Teamzy and really experience how amazing it is in your business so that you can make an informed decision on whether or not you love it and want to continue. So if you haven't already done that, go to teamzy.com and start your free trial. Now, as soon as you log into that free trial, it will bring you to the setup wizard, which I'm going to walk you through right now. This is designed to make setting up Teamzy super easy, okay? So the setup wizard, there's a little intro video from me, and then you're going to come right up to this page where you set an income goal, okay? So the first step is to set an income goal. What do you want your income level, your annual income level to be 1 year from now, 12 months into the future? So what's your goal? You can see I've set mine to 150,000. Now, if you move this little slider, it changes how much activity you need to do each day to hit it. Teamzy knows exactly what you need to be doing every day to get to your goal. See, once you set this up, you'll know what to do every day. You'll no longer wonder, am I doing the right things? You'll have the confidence to know that you're doing the right things. So look, for my goal, I need to connect with 9 prospects each day, 6 customers, and 4 distributors on my team. 19 people. I will show you tonight. I could do that in about 15 minutes in Teamzy. So let's hit continue. Next step is to get all your contacts into Teamzy. We're going to bring everybody into Teamzy so you have them all in one place, organized. No more sticky notes, pads of paper, chasing things all over the place. Wishing you had, where's that list? Where did I put that person's phone number? It'll all be in one place, organized, okay? You can get your back office people into Teamzy, your customers and your distributors. You can get all your Facebook friends into Teamzy. You can get your phone contacts in Team, get them all into one place. Now, Teamzy lives in the cloud, so you'll always have it. You'll always have it. If you have your phone in your pocket, you've got Teamzy. If you're at home by your computer, you've got Teamzy. So you always have access to it. Okay. If you run into any trouble with any part of putting your data in, I just want you to know our team will help you. We've got FAQs, we've got videos, but we've also got human beings who will walk you through this one-on-one if you need the help. Okay, so don't worry about that. All right. So let's get started here. There's one more step for setup that I want to show you. You can see here's our Teamzy dashboard. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is actually ranking your contacts, ranking them. You can see on my next steps, that's one of my steps, rank and label contacts. Let's talk about this for a second. Teamzy's going to tell you every single day who to connect with. You never have to think or plan. It's just going to tell you, hey, Eric, connect with these people next. Okay, it keeps your list organized and make sure that nobody falls through the cracks. It does it all automatically for you. But for it to work properly, you need to rank your people. Okay, and so we use a simple ranking system in Teamzy. It's a 5-star system. Just like you rank something on Netflix or on Amazon, Yelp, whatever. We use 5 stars everywhere, right? 5 stars is awesome. 1 star is not awesome. We use the same thing to rank our relationships. This allows Teamzy to prioritize the list for you every day. So I'm just going to explain to you what we use, what we define the stars as, and I'll show you how to do it in Teamzy. So a 5-star is somebody that's likely to become a customer or a distributor. Okay, these are your best people, your best friends, your closest family, 5-star people. Your favorite people. They show up every 30 days. Once you put a 5-star ranking on them, they come up on Teamzy every 30 days. You get a reminder to connect with them. Okay, 4-star people is somebody that's likely to become a distributor or a customer with a little bit of nurturing. Okay, these are your friends and your family, just not your closest circle. The 4-star people show up on your list automatically every 60 days. Okay, every 60 days. 3 stars could go either way. Who knows? Most of your people will be 3 stars because you have no idea which way they'll go. 3-star people show up on your list automatically every 90 days. Do you guys see how this is working? 5 stars is 30 days, 4 stars is 60 days, 3 stars is 90 days. The fewer stars, the less often. But Teamzy automatically cycles people through based on the rank you give them. That's the priority. Does this make sense? Let me show you how easy it is to do in Teamzy. So if you actually go to your team page in Teamzy, the team page is where your full electronic Rolodex lives. All your contacts are here. You can see everybody's there. Okay. And then you enable rank mode, lets you do it really easily. It turns all the rankings on. So I can actually just scroll my list now. And what I'm going to do when I scroll my list is I'm just going to look for my 4 and 5-star people I feel great about, and just promote them up by clicking on it. Okay. And if you want to put somebody down on rank, you just click it. Now, keep in mind, everybody will be 3 stars automatically when you import them into Teamzy. So you don't have to rank everybody. You're just going to look for your best people so that Teamzy can start promoting your best people first, if that makes sense. Okay, now we've done that. We're ready to go. We're ready to do our power hour. Let me show you how easy this is. You guys are going to love it. So notice in today's activities, it shows you the goals we just set. In my case, it's connect with 9 prospects, 6 customers, and 4 distributors. So those are set based on my income goal. I haven't done anything yet, so it's all zeros right now. I've also got a goal daily to invite people. You can see my goal is 3 a day. So just so you guys understand what the difference is, over here, I'm gonna connect with 9 prospects. Connect. I'm just gonna reach out to say hello. That's it. I'm not gonna try to sell them or recruit them. I'm not gonna vomit my business on them. My goal is to make their day. I call it the make someone's day mindset. Write that down, the make someone's day mindset. I'm gonna connect with 9 prospects just to make their day. Okay. Now, as I have a conversation with them and I uncover some interest, now I'm going to invite them. The people I see have some interest in learning more. I'm going to invite them to something, an event, to try a product, to join my team. And then I'm going to log it as an invite. So that's my goal, is 3 out of 19 conversations will be invites. Okay. And then ads, these are just new people I'm adding to Teamzy every day. I met you at the grocery store. I'm going to add you to Teamzy. The goal is always to be putting some new people in every day. Okay. So those are my goals: connect with prospects, connect with customers, connect with distributors, just to make their day, invite the people who are interested, and ads. Okay. So now when I look at my power hour right here in the center, see this big rectangle? The PowerHour module is where I do my work. This is designed to make you super efficient. On the left side of the power hour are my who's up next lists. I've got 4 of them. One is prospects. It shows me which prospects are up next to connect with. Then I click over on customers, which customers are up next, and then distributors, which distributors are up next. My last list is follow-ups. Okay. All right. So let me show you how to work with this. On the right-hand side of this module is where I log the connections as I go. So I don't have to come back later and like go log them. As I go, I log them. So the first person on my list is J. Lisa Swain. She's up next. Now, some of you might be like, oh, I don't want to connect with her. Let me skip her or whatever. Just connect with whoever's up next. If you follow the system and the prompts, you're going to get great results, and you'll be amazed at the responses you get, even from the people that you're thinking might not respond or whatever. So Jay's up next. I'm going to actually message her on Facebook. You can see I've got Facebook open right here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, this is where I used to get stuck though. I used to go, oh my gosh, what am I going to say to her? What will I message to her? Should I spend all day thinking about this? What I found is that simple icebreaker scripts work the best. The goal again is just to make her day. So I have put my best icebreaker scripts in Teamzy for you to use. Okay. So you just go to scripts right here. Let's grab one. I'm going to message her on Facebook. So I'm going to grab, let's see, connect number 1. Hi, Jane, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? Hope your day is awesome. So simple. Okay, so I'll copy that script. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste it in here really quick and change the name, because Jane is like my sample name, right? Hi, Jay, just stopping by to say hello. Hope your day is awesome. So simple. Put a couple of emoticons in here. I don't know, whatever emoticons you like. I love emoticons. So look, now I've got the message exactly how I want it. It only took me a second. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that and so that I can go send it in Facebook. So I've got Facebook open right here. Okay, I'm just going to look her up. There she is. I'm just going to send her this message. Okay, there it is, send. That message has now been sent to Jay. It's gone. Now, when I go back to Teamzy, I'm just going to finish logging it. That was a Facebook message. See the big blue button that says log connect? That's how you log it. Done. Look, it says connect logged. So now notice that Jay has gone off my list. My list has moved up. I've got 1 done, 8 left. The next person on my list is Faith. I'll just go ahead and use that same icebreaker script for Faith. I can just paste it in there. I still have it on my clipboard. I don't have to look it up. Just change the name. Okay, this is ready to go. Again, I'll go send it on Facebook and I'll log it here in Teamzy. Okay, next person is Forrester. I'll do the same thing again. Do you guys see how easy this is? And my goal in this example is to connect with 9 prospects. So I'm going to keep going down the list and doing this until I get 9 out. Okay, the same thing. I'll copy this. Now that I have it all set up, I'll send it in Facebook and I'll log it in Teamzy and he'll be gone. And then the next person will be Katie. I'm going to keep going until I hit 9 and this circle is all the way full. Okay, when that happens, I move to the next list, which is customers. Just a little pro tip on this. As you're messaging people, some people are going to immediately respond. Okay, and what I don't want you to do is run off and have a conversation until you've finished sending all your messages. So get all your outgoing messages out, and then you can stop and have the conversations. It won't take you long to get them all out. My other tip to you is this: about half the people you message probably won't respond. So you got a 50% response rate. That's amazing. I don't want you to give a second thought to the people who don't respond to you. You don't have to set a follow-up or anything. Remember, they're going to automatically come back on your Teamzy list based on their rank. So if they're a 5-star, they'll come back in 30 days. If they're a 4-star, they're going to come back in 60 days. Don't worry about the people who don't respond. They'll come back again and you'll message them again down the road. Focus on the people who are responding. They're the ones we're going to have conversations with this week. Make sense? Okay, so now we're going to toggle over to the next list, which is our customers. And we're just going to reach out to our customers and stay in touch with them. It's super easy. We'll do the same thing. Go into scripts. I'll get a script to send to Gail. Okay. Such a simple one. Look, here's my favorite one. Hi, Jane. Just checking in to see if there's anything I can do to make your day. So simple. Just checking in. I'm just staying in touch. Okay. So look, I'll just put that in there. I'll change the name to Gail. Boom. Done. Right? Maybe an emoticon. Do you see how easy this is? So easy. So again, I'll copy that. I'll toggle over to Facebook. I'll actually send her that message and then I'll log it in Teamzy and I'll go to the next customer. It's Dana. Okay. There's other scripts in there. You know, whatever you want to do, just send a little message to stay in touch with them. A couple of things. So you guys see how easy this is. I've got my goal is six of my customers today. I'm just going to connect with whoever's up next. I'm going to go down my list 6 times. Don't overthink this. Don't overcomplicate your follow-up program. Just follow the program. Just follow the program. Now, 3 amazing things happen when you're in touch with customers. I'm just going to break these down for you really quick because everybody thinks about prospecting, but staying in touch with customers is just as important as prospects, okay? First off, it's the right thing to do, being in touch with your customers. It's good service. It's good business. You can feel really good about your business when you're in good contact with your customers. The second thing that happens, though, is that when you're in regular contact with customers, they order more product and they retain longer. Okay, let me just say that again so you can write it down. When you're in regular contact with your customers, they order more product and they retain longer. This is huge. This is, by the way, that's a statistical fact. Now imagine if your whole team's doing that. What does that do to team volume? If everybody is ordering more and retaining longer, that helps everybody, doesn't it? Just being present does amazing things. Just being present for people, okay? And being there when they need to. Or maybe they have a question, but it's not a burning question. But if you're present, they can ask it, right? Oh, I saw you post about this new product the other day. How's that going? Can I try that? Whatever. You're present, they're able to get more from you. All right. So once I've connected with all my customers, send those messages out. Now I'm going to toggle to the next list. And that's my distributors, my team. These are your team. I know not all of you call them distributors. Whatever you call them, this is your team. You start connecting with them. Hey, just checking in. How's it going? Is there anything I can do for you today? Hey, I saw you got your first customer. Congratulations. Whatever, just checking in with your team. That's why we call it Teamzy, by the way. You need to build that community, that family, that connection to your team. This will help you do it. If you've got a massive team, then you want to, put your first level people in Teamzy, put the leaders in Teamzy, but stay connecting with them. Having a team page is cool. Doing live Zoom calls for your team is a great idea, but nothing substitutes investing time and connecting one-on-one with people. Okay, that's one of the principles of relationship marketing that Teamzy is built on, is that the only way to deepen a relationship is by connecting with somebody and investing some time. So send them a quick message, invest 2 seconds in them, one-on-one. Hey, I was thinking about you. How are you? Okay. Are you okay? You haven't showed up in our team calls lately, whatever. Just let people know you care. So we're going to go down our prospects, our customers, and our distributors. Whoever's up next, whatever your goal is, you're going to message them. Okay. So that's the first half of your power hour. And my example here today was 19 people. That might take me 15 minutes. Okay. Maybe 30 minutes if you're brand new to Teamzy, but once you've done it a couple of weeks, it'll be 15 minutes. Okay. The next half of my power hour is my follow-ups list. Okay. Now, the follow-ups list is not automatic. Teamzy's connect lists, prospects, customers, and distributors, they're automatic. They'll make sure that nobody falls through the cracks. Follow-ups is where you put your hot leads. So as I'm connecting with people, remember I connected with my friend Jay earlier, sent her a message. So I send Jay a message. Hey, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. She said, oh, that was so nice of you. Great for you to reach out. Now I have a chance. She's responded. Now I have a chance to have a conversation with Jay. So I'm going to ask her some questions, try to engage her in conversation, and get caught up with her. Okay. And as we're talking and as we're catching up, she's telling me about what she's doing, her plans for the summer. I'm telling her about mine, whatever. And in this conversation, I am going to make sure that I share with her what I'm doing and why I'm passionate about it. Okay. Write that down if you didn't get that. Share what you're doing and why you're passionate about it. People are always like, how do I talk about my business? You don't talk about your business. You share what you're doing and why you're passionate about it. That's your business. Okay. So as I'm sharing with her, she tells me what she's up to. I tell her what I'm up to. Oh, well, I help people get healthy, or my life is like this now. I don't work anymore for a job. I work for myself. I get to be home with my family, right? I get to focus on making other people's day and helping them all day long. Wow, that sounds really cool. That's what I'm doing. Share what you do and why you're passionate about it. Okay. And then just ask her, hey, would you like to learn more? If she's like, wow, that's so cool. Good for you. Say, would you like to learn more about this? If she says, yeah, I'd like to learn more about what you're doing, invite her. This is what I was talking about at the beginning. Once I uncover that somebody's a little interested in what I'm doing, now I'm going to invite them. See, one of the things that's done in our industry, which is kind of gross, is I haven't talked to you since high school, but would you like some more information about this opportunity? It's like, remember how you said you haven't talked to me since high school? Can we start with hello? Right? So now when I've uncovered interest, though, I'll invite her. Let me show you how to do that in Teamzy. So we're talking. She's like, wow, that sounds really cool. I said, well, Jay, if you'd like some more information, my team's doing an event tonight on Facebook. It's a live Facebook, Facebook live event. You can tune in from home in your pajamas. If you're interested, I'll send you the link and you can learn more about it. She says, yeah, send it to me. That sounds great. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to now log that in Teamzy. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to look her up on the lookup bar because she's no longer on my dashboard. That brings me to Jay's record. See, she's right here. So I'm going to hit connect and see right here in the bottom where it says invite. I'm going to click that. And this lets me take it off connect, which is my default, and move it to an invite type. So let's call this the business opportunity meeting invite. Okay. So now I'm just going to put a note. This is a Facebook live event. I'm going to message her this link on Facebook. Great. And then see this little calendar right here? That's my follow-up. It automatically set it for 2 days from now. I'm going to change it though to tomorrow. You can set a follow-up for any date in the future, but when you log an invite, you want to make sure you have a follow-up set. Okay. So let me log this. Now watch what happens. See, the follow-up is now set on Jay's contact record. If I go to the dashboard, a couple of things I want you to notice. One is that I have an invite logged now. So 1 out of my 3 invites for the day is logged. And when I go to my follow-ups list, you can see Jay's on my follow-ups list now. So what I've done is I've moved her off my prospects list for now, and she's on my follow-ups list. So as I uncover people that are interested in learning more about the business or learning more about the products, I'm going to invite them and I'm going to put them on my follow-ups list. See, everybody else I'm connecting with and I'm building relationships, but the people who are interested, they're on my follow-ups list. Those are my hot people. Does this make sense? So the second half of my power hour, everyone, is my follow-ups list. So I'm going to come down my follow-ups list and follow up with people. Okay, you can see Melissa's due. She's red. So I need to send her a follow-up. But Jay's my example tonight, so I'm going to use Jay. So when I go to follow up with Jay tomorrow, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in just like I'm doing a regular connect on the dashboard, but this time I'm going to use a follow-up script. So let me go to scripts. These scripts are here to help you guys. They have been tested and tried by 80,000 people in this industry. Isn't that incredible? They're here for you. So look, follow-up number 1. It says, hi, Jane, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? Simple and easy, right? Let me just copy it real quick. And I'm going to use that script to follow up with Jay. That's follow-up number 1. By the way, I put 10 in here and they're numbered in order. Hi, Jay. Just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? All set, ready to go. So again, what I do is I'm going to actually send it in Facebook. So I'll just copy it real quick and send it to her. There she is. Send message. Send. Okay. So now the follow-up has been sent. What I'll do is make sure you set a new follow-up. Let's say I'll follow up now in 2 days. And I log that. So now she's due again on Friday for me to follow up. Okay. On Friday, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go to grab follow-up script number 2 and send it to her. Now, do you guys see how incredibly easy that is? So you connect with people, make their day, have conversations. As you uncover some interest, you invite those people, put them on your follow-ups list. Your power hour looks like this: sending new connects, sending follow-up connects, sending new connects, sending follow-up connects. That's your power hour. Done. Every day, you just do it consistently and you'll fill that pipeline. Now, you will need to set aside some time in the day to have conversations that you're creating in your power hour. What I recommend you do is maybe set aside an hour at another time of day or a couple of 15 and 20-minute increments in the day. Just block them as meeting times where you can message back and forth and have those conversations. When I started my business, I had a full-time job. So I did a portion of my lunch break was messaging people. And then I had a 30-minute period after dinner in the evening after I put my kids to bed where I would message people. And I would keep up that way. Does this make sense? Okay. So let me talk to you real quick about following up. I showed you how easy it is to do in Teamzy, but while I have you here, let me just talk to you a little bit about this, because the fortune really is in the follow-up. And I know you've heard this before, but you need to understand this statistic, that 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and 10th follow-up. 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and 10th follow-up, which means if you're following up 3 or 4 times, you're missing out on 80% of your opportunity in your business. Now, I've just showed you how incredibly easy it is to stay in touch and follow up with people in Teamzy. The question is, why aren't you following up 7 to 10 times? And how many of you push the little raise hand button on your thing if the reason you're not following up 10 times is because you feel like you'd be annoying or you'd be pestering people? How many of you, that's your worry? Yeah, that's pretty much why most people don't do it. Besides the fact that it's very hard to stay that organized without a system like Teamzy helping you, right? Here's what I want you guys to understand. First off, I'm going to teach you right now how to do it without being annoying. People will thank you for following up. They will thank you. They will thank you sincerely for following up so much. But I want you guys to have just a mindset shift. Take your hands down, guys. That you push that button, take your hands down, because I want to ask you another question. How many of you are here in this business because you truly believe you can make an impact in other people's lives? And that's what you want to do. Okay, good. Just about everybody. I want you guys to understand something. If people don't commit to working with you, to getting the products, to joining the program, you really can't have that impact, can you? And I'm here to tell you that statistically, 80% won't do a thing until you followed up 7 to 10 times. So I want you to think about it like this. 80% of the people I could help, I won't get to help unless I follow up more. Okay, 80% of the people I could help, I won't get to help unless I follow up more. This is why my mantra is this: following up is an act of love. Following up is an act of love. Okay, you just need to write that down. You need to internalize that. It's not something I'm going to do that's annoying. It's an act of love. Not following up, dropping the ball on people, that communicates that you don't care about them. And that's not where you want to live, right? So let me just quickly teach you the principle on how to follow up without being annoying, okay? And then we'll finish this off. I'll show you how when Jay finally buys, how we log it and we turn her into a distributor on my team. Here's the 2 principles. If you follow these 2 principles, you'll never be annoying when you follow up. You can follow up 10 times, people will thank you for it and they'll love you for it. Okay? The first principle is this: don't ask anyone to do anything when you follow up with them. Don't ask them to do anything. Once you give them an action step or homework, you become annoying because they may not have time to do that right now. Things like call me back or message me, even respond. They don't have to do a thing. They just need to see your message, okay? Don't ask them to do anything. The second principle is when you send a follow-up message, it has to be written. They have to be able to read it. It can't be a voice message. It can't be video. It has to be something they can read. And it must be short enough. It has to be short so they can read the whole thing without opening the message. They have to be able to read the whole thing on the lock screen of their phone without opening the message. Okay? Because think about how annoying it is when you're incredibly busy and you get a message. Okay? Even though you can't do anything with it, there's no way. You're busy. You're driving, you're making dinner, your kids are crawling up your legs and screaming. I don't know, whatever's happening right now. You cannot, there's nothing you can do. You're not going to respond. However, you still want to see it, don't you? You just want to know what it says. And so when you pick up your phone and you can see the whole message right there on your lock screen, it's awesome, right? The reason why I don't want to open it, I don't want you to see that I've read it because I'm not going to respond. I can't respond right now. If you follow those 2 things, guys, if you make sure that's short and sweet and they can read the whole thing without opening it and you don't ask them to do anything, people are excited to get your messages. What happens is when they see your message, it's always a positive experience. And you'll message somebody, you'll follow up, they won't respond because they're busy. You'll follow up again, they won't respond for whatever reason. You follow up again, they don't respond. Most people give up right now. You follow up again, nothing but crickets. And you're thinking, what is wrong with them? You start thinking about all these fictional things that could be happening in their life. You guys know, you're on team calls and you hear teammates making justifications. Well, what happened to that hot prospect you have? I don't know. I guess they weren't interested, or I guess they make up stories for why they're not responding. You just got to keep going, guys. You just have to understand it's your priority, not theirs. 5 messages most people don't respond to. 6 messages. That's when most people might respond for the first time. Maybe it's been 3 weeks now. You've been messaging this person, nothing. And all of a sudden you'll get this response that says, I'm so sorry I haven't responded to you. Thank you so much for following up. They will thank you. They will thank you sincerely. And they will understand something important about you, that you love them enough to stay following up with them. They will understand that you actually care, that you actually did what you said you were going to do, which was follow up with them. They'll actually believe that you're a person that can be trusted. So many things are happening when you're following up with people, the messages that you are sending. Teamzy is the system to make it super easy. You put them in Teamzy, you uncover some interest, you invite them, you put them on your follow-ups list, you keep them on your follow-ups list. Every time you follow up, you set a new follow-up. Every day you come into Teamzy to do your power hour, okay? You come in here every day, you go to your prospects list, you connect with whoever's up next, start new conversations. Same thing with your customers, connect with whoever's up next, start new conversations, connect with your distributors, and then go to your follow-ups list, and whoever's due, you follow up with them today, send the message, okay? That's your power hour. You do that 5 days a week, you'll hit your goal in a year, okay? People who are using Teamzy right now actively, they're averaging 21 customers and 9 recruits, new people to their team every 90 days. It's not a bad average. Think about how that would compound over the year in your business, okay? So I want you guys, that's how you do your power hour. Now, let's say after a while, Jay comes in and she converts and she signs up and joins my team or whatever. How do I do that in Teamzy? So what I'm going to do again is I'll just look her up in my lookup bar. That brings me to her contact record. So what I'm going to do here now, let's say she's done all that. She's signed up. I'm going to click on sale. Okay. And I'm just going to pick whatever's the appropriate sale type for her. Let's say she got a distributor kit. Okay. I'll save it. And then I'll come into my tags and I'm going to tag whatever products she bought. Right. I have tagged product A, product B, whatever your products are. I'm going to tag it so that I know what she got, which is cool. I've also tagged that she's a military family. That's just a detail I want to know so that I can, on Armed Forces Day, I can send a message, right? And then I'm going to move her now where it says member type. She's a prospect. I'm just going to click on distributor. That moves her now over to that list and personally sponsored. So now the sale's been logged and I've now moved her to my team. Does it make sense? All right. So if you've got questions, so that's how you do it, guys. That's the workflow. Pretty simple, right? You get started with Teamzy, you get set up, you get your people ranked, and you go in every day and you crush your power hour. The key is being consistent. The key is being consistent, keeping up, setting aside some time to have conversations. You will create so many conversations. Your first full week of using Teamzy, you'll be overwhelmed with how many conversations you have going. And that's a really amazingly good place to be in your business, guys. And that's why you need to carve out some special times to have conversations so that you can be efficient with your time. So if you have any questions, guys, put them in the Q&A. Just load them up and I'll be happy to answer them. Rebecca asks, what happens if I miss a day of my power hour? Do the names stack up? Okay, so that's a great question. So Teamzy, no, they're just, it's just gonna stay exactly the way it is, okay? I want you to think of it like this. If you're in a workout plan, Rebecca, and your goal is to work out 5 days a week, what happens if you miss a workout? What happens if you miss 5 days? Do you try to do all 5 workouts on Saturday? No. So what happens if you miss a day, Rebecca, is the next day you get in there, just do today's goal. So for example, my goal today on my demo was 9 prospects, 6 customers, 4 distributors. If I miss 3 days in a row, when I get in there, that's all I want to do. 9 prospects, 6 customers, 4 distributors. Just focus on what you can do today, today's power. Does that make sense? They won't stack up. However, if you're not consistent using Teamzy, you're not going to get through your list and stay in touch with everybody, if that makes sense. Okay. Mark says, can we access this particular training? Yes, we'll put this up on our Teamzy YouTube page, and we'll email you the replay link, Mark. Rebecca says, what if I do want a text message during my power? Perfect. Use text message. I just used Facebook Messenger as an example. You can use text message. You can communicate however you want. Okay. If you're using a computer, I don't know, maybe you're specifically asking me, how do I send text from my computer? I don't know. But if you're using your computer to send text, it's super easy too. You can get, if you're using an Apple computer and you have an iPhone, there's an app on the Apple computer called Messages, which connects to your phone. If you have an Android phone, there's a Google Text app that you can get on your computer where you can send it from your computer. But remember that you can use your iPhone or your Android phone to use Teamzy. You can use your phone for your power hour and send text right from your phone. Okay. Jennifer says, if none of your conversations for the day lead to invites, what do? Do you try and force an invite? No, just be patient, Jennifer. Look, if you're brand new to Teamzy, you might not get any invites your first few weeks. Okay. It would be hard not to get any, but you might not get that many because the conversations are new. But after you've been doing this, you've got a 30-day free trial. After you're like 3 weeks in, some of those conversations you started the first week will turn to invites. And then from then on, you'll be getting the invites. Does that make sense? But remember, a key piece of this, Jennifer, is making sure you've ranked your relationships. If you're starting with the people who trust you the most, you're going to get invites right away. The people who take longer to get invites are going to be your 3-star people, the people that you don't have as close a relationship with. Okay. But you don't need to force it. You won't need to force it. If you get in there every day and connect with people, you'll have them happening. Jessica asks, if I have an extra couple of hours, does it throw your numbers off? In other words, like if you crush a power hour, like and do an extra bunch of people, no, it doesn't. It just makes your numbers look great for the week, if that makes sense. Right? But I will give you a bit of warning on this, Jessica. When Teamzy first was built 4 years ago, only I had it. It was just like test version. I put my Facebook friends into Teamzy. I was so excited. All my Facebook friends were now in Teamzy. I had a list and an organized way to approach them. And I started messaging. So I sent that message I demoed tonight, which was the, hi Jane, how are you? Hope your day is awesome. Just stopping by to say hello. how are you? Hope your day's awesome. That script, I sent it to 43 people. You know, it took me a little while to get going because Teamzy wasn't as easy as it is to use as it is today to use back then. But I sent it to 43 people. It took me about an hour. And I was like, wow, that was awesome. My goal was 10 and I did 43. Well, I just have to tell you that by the end of the day, I had 25 conversations going. So that's the only risk to getting crazy on one day, is that it is hard to have that many conversations all at the same time. But I will say it was a really big month for me in my business. And I did end up with, like, that month, that first month that I was using Teamzy, I had like 23 new customers in my business. So it's pretty cool. Okay. Tammy says, all I've been getting are thank yous for connecting. How do you start a conversation with that? You just got to ask them a question, Tammy. Like, well, send me an update. What have you been up to, Tammy? Send me an update. See, that's my killer phrase. What have you been up to, Tammy? Send me an update. Okay. Right now it's almost summer break for kids in school. I know my kids are out on Friday, and all across the country they're getting, so do you have any big plans for the summer? That's a great question you can ask. Just try to get them in conversation. Now, you won't get everybody in conversation, Tammy, and that's fine. Some people you'll need to connect with over time before they're ready to really talk. But again, if you're starting with your best people, you should get conversations going. If you're not getting any conversations, it's telling me that you're probably not starting with your best people, probably starting with your coldest people. And some of those people will take a little while. Okay. Rebecca says, I saw that Teamzy is offering 2 months free right now. I just started my free trial, so can I wait to sign up at the end of my trial, or is this freebie only for a limited time? Okay, Rebecca, Teamzy is not offering 2 months free. It's 1 month free trial. However, if you opt for an annual subscription, that means you prepay 12 months of Teamzy, you actually get it for the price of 10. So that's what you saw was an ad for, if you get an annual subscription to Teamzy, you get it for the price of 10 months, which is basically you get 2 months free. Does that make sense? But you've got a free 30-day free trial. You do not need to sign up until the end. But of course, you can sign up at any time during your free trial, Rebecca, and you will not be charged. We won't charge your card until the end of your free time, if that makes sense. But if you decide at the end of your free month that you love Teamzy and you're like, I love this is it, I'm just going to save some money and subscribe for a whole year instead of month to month, that's great. You'll save those 2 months. And that is not an expiring situation. That's our normal pricing. Jessica says, what do you say to those who say they are super interested but just won't leave? I have several like this. Okay, that is so normal, Jessica. You just need to stay in touch. Just keep staying in touch. Some people take longer. I had people take more than a year to make that first purchase. You just got to stay in touch with them. Just remember, you don't have to invest a lot of time in them. Just let them come up on Teamzy, send them a message. That's it. Don't spend a lot of time thinking about them. Just keep putting more people in the pipeline. The more opportunities you create for yourself, the less reliant you are on one person's decision. Does that make sense? However, what I will tell you to do, Jessica, is don't give up on them, because what happens so often is right when you're so done with them, they sign up with somebody else. This happens all the time. Guys, how many of you have had somebody you thought was interested, then they seemed uninterested, and then they signed up with somebody else? That's what happened. Is you planted the seed, you watered it, you put sunshine on it. Somebody else harvested it because you weren't there. So keep them on that follow-ups list forever if you need to. Just stay in touch with them. Okay. But here, let me give you one more tip, Jessica, on this. You got to ask closing questions sometimes, like something like this. Hey, Jessica, based on everything we've talked about, are you ready to get started? Are you ready to get started? That's all. Hey, we've been talking about this. I know you've been really excited to get started. Are you ready to start? Should we put your order in? Okay. That's all. Let's just ask them every once in a while. You got to ask for that sale. Okay. Jennifer says, do you offer a referral program? We actually, that's a great question, Jennifer. We considered doing it. But honestly, I know a lot of things are like, hey, if you refer your friends, we'll give you money or whatever. We wanted Teamzy to spread because people loved it. And we wanted you to be able to say, they don't pay me to tell you it's great. right? I'm just telling you it's great because it is, and it has worked. We've grown and grown and grown and grown by referral, but we don't actually incentivize that, if it makes sense. However, I will tell you this: we do appreciate your referrals. We love you for it, and my hope and prayer is that every one of you will love Teamzy so much, you'll want to shout us to the roof, from the rooftops, to your teams and to your sideline brothers and sisters. So hopefully that will be the case. Okay, so real quick, for those of you who are in the free trial, at the end of the free trial, Teamzy's $29.99 a month for an ongoing subscription. As we talked about a minute ago, if you do an annual, you save a couple months. That's less than $1 a day for Teamzy. To organize this for you, to have your whole business together, to know exactly what to do in your business, and to have the confidence to know I'm done today. Does that make sense when you're done? Cheryl says, if you have more than one business, is there a way that you can incorporate it into Teamzy? Yes, what most people do, Cheryl, is they use the tagging system to differentiate between their businesses in their one account, right? So you just want to tag your contacts that are for this business and tag the ones that are for this business, right? And keep all that in the notes as you go. Jessica says, I'm going to sign up for sure. This has changed my business. I absolutely love hearing that, Jessica. And that was the goal. You know, I just want you guys to know, I actually don't like CRM softwares. Like in my corporate career, I hated using the CRM so bad. I used to write updates on sticky notes and hand it to my assistant and ask him to put it in for me because I just hated the software so much. This platform we built to be loved. We wanted you guys to use this and go, oh my gosh, this makes my life so much easier. So that's the hope and prayer for you, that you get in there and use it. Let me just give you guys real quick a couple of action steps. Your first action step is, obviously, go get the free trial if you've not already done that. Go get it for free. It's free. If you're in a free trial, set up your subscription. Again, you won't be billed until the 30 days is up, but at least you won't miss a beat, because what'll happen is if you miss that window and your 30 days ends, your account just shuts down. You lose access to it. You can regain access to it by signing up, but you'll lose access. So sign up now so you don't lose access. The second action step is, I recommend that you do your 30-day free trial with somebody. Get a success partner. Say, hey, let's be a success partner right now. Hold each other accountable to doing this thing, okay? And then message each other each day. Hey, I did my Teamzy. Did you? Take a screenshot, like, look, here, I'm done with mine. How about you, type thing. Because otherwise you'll sign up for this free trial and then you'll end up just not doing much with it. So having a success partner ensures that you'll get great results. You'll also find you may like that. You may want to keep having success partners in your business to keep you going as you go. Okay, last question, and then I'm going to bless you guys and send you on your way. Jessica says, is there a way to import all your products from your business? Some of you have a ton of products. I mean, I know some networks have more than 300 products. That's why we've kept it very simple. We have a very simple tagging program. I showed it to you quickly in the demo tonight, Jessica. So what you want to do is, as people buy a product, just create a tag for it. That tag will be there next time. Every time you create a tag, it'll be in there. So you'll have them. The tags are super useful too, because you can click on a tag and get the whole list of everyone with that tag. So if you have a specific product, you can know at a glance everyone who's purchased that product. It's pretty cool. So thank you so much, everybody, for being with us tonight. I hope this was really helpful to you. Welcome to the Teamzy family. God bless you. Have an excellent night. We'll talk to you soon.